I've never found a love like this. There it is. I've never found a love like this.
Hello everybody, welcome back to E20 Zone TV. How is West Ham's luck? That's all I'm going to say on that. Hope you're having a good Tuesday wherever you are on this planet, and always good with you. But what is not all good with us West Ham fans at the minute is the injury that occurred in the Morocco-Spain game. Nayef Aguerd picked up an injury. He was holding his calf and he was crying or had tears in his eyes as he left the pitch against Spain. I can't stress enough how disappointing and how frustrating this is for this man to get an injury again. One bit of positive that I can give is that he was sort of celebrating Morocco's very, very good win against Spain on penalties. But I think he's out. I think he's out for about a month, in my opinion. He was excellent. He's been absolutely first class for Morocco. Every game I've seen him play for Morocco in this World Cup, he's been dominant. He should have scored today. He was excellent all the way up to the injury, and the injury has just absolutely killed him. And if it's a groin injury and he's pulled his groin, it could be 2 to 3 months. It could quite easily be 2 to 3 months. The only hope that we can have is that it's a strain. And if it is a strain, then it might only be about a month. But this is becoming a bit of a problem with Aguerd, getting injured consistently. He's been very, very unlucky. So, obviously, tonight, it's very bittersweet. I'm going to see what the chat has to say on it, because I'm not going to go fully into it, but it ain't good. Raymond says, typical. Yeah, I agree. No Zuma, no Aguerd, Dawson to leave. Not looking good for us. I agree. On that comment, I believe that the board now have to go out and have someone here January the 1st. They have to have someone at this club on January the 1st. I feel West Ham against Arsenal, it's a free hit. Whatever happens against Arsenal happens. Yeah. The Brentford game is massive, in my opinion. The Brentford game is absolutely huge for West Ham, and that is only, 4 days later. So, for me, 1st of January, we have to have a player in the door straight away. Bang, signed, done. So he's ready for Leeds or Brentford or wherever it is coming up. West Ham can't be relying on Kehrer and Dawson. Dawson, for me, is done very, very good at West Ham. I ain't got a problem with Dawson there. Kehrer, for me, is a problem at centre-half. And he's a bit all over the gaff when he's at centre-half. But it is what it is with him. Looks like Aguerd did exactly the same thing he did against Rangers. Goes sliding in with his with the attacker falling on his trailing leg. Yeah, I know, mate. It's a bitter pill to swallow. I will say that. Snazzy says, Jimbo, classic West Ham luck that. Yeah, you can't make it up. You really, really cannot make it up. And you know what? He's been an absolute breath of fresh air. When I done a video in the summer, I turned around and said Aguerd would be West Ham's best signing. But this was before we signed Scamacca and Paqueta. And for me, when we do eventually get Aguerd in this team, fully fit, playing week in, week out, we have got an absolute class player. He's been absolutely brilliant for Morocco. Absolutely. And them getting through is bitter for him in a way, because not only have they just got through, but I think he don't play in the rest of the tournament. So, yeah, it's just classic, isn't it? Let's be honest. I reckon for Moyes, this injury has sealed his fate, and he'll lose his job very, very soon. Don't know. I don't know. Whatever happens with that, they have to act now, West Ham. There's no two ways about that. They have to act now, because there's no Zuma, no Aguerd. If Dawson picks up an injury in a friendly, then we have got no centre halves at all. Do you know what I'm saying? And that is a major, major problem. I can't believe it. I really can't believe it. I'm saying West Ham have got no centre halves. Obviously, we've got Angelo Bonner. But yet again, if Bonner goes over, then we've got no one. You just knew it would happen to one of our players on World Cup duty. I agree, Steve. I really do. I hope you're well. Last night, we see Paqueta play absolutely first class. Excellent performance, man-of-the-match performance for Lucas Paqueta. And then today, we see one of our players go over and get injured. As I said at the start of this video, the only positive I can take out of the whole situation is that he was on the floor celebrating, because excuse me, I was trying to find where he was in the celebrations. He was on the ground, but it just doesn't look good. When the man's crying as he comes off the pitch, he knows, as a professional footballer, he knows that he's done something and he's out, basically. Robert Singleton says, think it was a groin injury. I believe so, mate. If I see him holding his groin, and yeah, it doesn't look good at all. As you say, 4 weeks minimum. That's 4 weeks being kind, really. So, do you know what I'm saying? Don't forget, he's also got to fly back. So, I think it's about 4 to 6 weeks, if I'm being honest. And that's not good either. At least we won't have Jesus to play against us. Yeah, that's true. We should sign the rest of the Moroccan defenders. Listen, Morocco's defenders have been absolutely first class. Abat, I think it is, who plays defensive midfielder for Fiorentina. Excellent player. West Ham should go out and have a look at him. There's so many players at this World Cup that I've seen, and I'm thinking, why are West Ham not after these men? Because some of them are absolutely top draw. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm going to do a little video sort of towards the back end of the week with the lads, and we're going to talk about a few players that have sort of shone at the World Cup. So for me, like, some of them Moroccan lads have been absolutely first class. And Ziyech, listen, the Ziyech you get at Chelsea is not the Ziyech you get at Morocco. That's one thing I will say. So yeah. Lee, hope you are well, mate. Hi, James. I enjoy your shows. Thank you very much, mate. Much appreciated. Poch needs to be in by the end of the week. Well, we will see what happens with that. That left back for Morocco is better than Cresswell. Yeah. Obviously tonight the boys are playing, and they're up at Cambridge, 7:00 kickoff in a friendly of really nothing really. I understand them doing a friendly, but is it really wise, considering we've just lost another one of our players? If tonight one of our players get injured again, we are in deep shit. Obviously, they've got to get their fitness levels up. I understand that, but I've seen their little fixture list, and I think they've got Fulham, Cambridge, and there's someone else in there who I can't remember off the top of my head. West Ham needs to be careful now. But West Ham are in a situation where we can't afford to lose any players because we've been poor with the players we've already got. So, yeah, obviously, the Aguerd injury, we will know more sort of in the next sort of 24, 48 hours. But at present, it don't look good. It don't look good. And anyone who sort of watched football for as long as I have, or who's older than me, has watched football with a groin strain or a groin problem, you're looking at anything between 1 month to 3 months, depending on how bad it is. So we will see what happens with Aguerd. But one thing I will say, sort of round this up, because it's going to be a bit of a short video, I think he's been absolutely first class at this World Cup. And I feel for him tonight. I really, really do. He's led that defence very, very well. Sayis, who used to play for Wolves, now plays out in Turkey, I think it is, or somewhere. Them two have been excellent, absolutely excellent. And I do agree with what Richard just said about the left back. Their left back's been top class. No, Morocco's team, I don't think have conceded a goal in X amount of time. And I think the manager's only been in charge 4 or 5 games. I can't remember how many games the manager, but the manager's only been there a short amount of time. And they are defensively solid as a rock. Do you know what I'm saying? So, listen, fair play to Morocco, though. They got through tonight. They deserved it, really, because they was just a better team. I think Spain huffed and puffed and looked good, but this no end product. But I do feel for Nayef Aguerd. I really, really do. I just think he's bitterly unlucky at the minute, and I just don't understand why. Udinese are the other team. So we're playing an Udinese Italian side. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens there. We need Poch in and working on transfer targets now. As I say, I'll quickly sort of mention about Moyes, because people think I'm negative. Listen, I want Moyes to do well, but at the end of the day, for me, he's got 3 games to sort this out. He's got 3 games. He's got the Arsenal game, Brentford game, he's got the Leeds game. If we don't improve by the time we get to Brentford in the Cup, then for me, he's got to go. He has to go. Yeah. The Arsenal game is a big game now, right? It's starting. All these games are starting to become big games, because I'm looking at the team, and over the last sort of week, a lot of things have been happening with West Ham. We've seen the interview with Declan Rice, which for me, he should be talking about his club ambitions. He should be talking about England. you've obviously seen Paqueta put in an absolute masterclass last night, and I looked at him last night and I'm thinking, David Moyes, you need to start taking some notes and seeing what we're all seeing and what we're all saying. And obviously tonight, losing Nayef Aguerd is just like, it's like one step forward, two steps back at West Ham, and it's just so hard to take sometimes, if I'm being honest. When I look at other teams and other players and they don't lose anyone, and we just seem to be like losing players left, right and centre. Those penalties were rubbish. I agree on that. He told them to take 1,000 penalties and they didn't score one. So yeah, listen, I'm going to round it up with that. Please do smash a like on the video. It goes a long way. So head over there and smash a like on the video. We'll be back Thursday night. Me, Mitchell, Lucas, and whoever else wants to come on. We'll be talking about England-France. Will England beat France? I think it's a tough game, but anything is possible now. One thing I will say about the England game, sort of go off topic, is if we do beat France, England get to the final. That is one thing I will say. I believe that Morocco will run out of steam against Portugal or Switzerland, and I think we are better than Portugal or Switzerland at present with the way we're playing. So I think if we can get past France, I do think we can get to the final. Whether we can win it or not is another question, right? In my opinion. And also, I'll be talking about a few players that I've seen at this World Cup. Some of those players I have seen, like I named one off the top of my head is Musa, who played for USA, 19 years old, barking boy, played for the USA. Unreal talent, plays for Valencia, excellent player. And also Kudus for Ghana, absolute top class player. Kudus was on the verge of joining Everton and it fell through. So if Everton can get Kudus, I think we can get Kudus, in my opinion. So, yeah, we will see what happens there. Jimbo, Alfie thinks we should give Moyes till May now because of the injury. Oh, well, that's up to Alfie, mate. You know, at the end of the day. Any chance that game is on anywhere tonight? Yes, it is on tonight, Richard. Go over to the West Ham United official YouTube channel, and it will be on there from 7 o'clock, mate. So, yeah, do check it out on there. And as I say that, Richard, it's on the West Ham YouTube channel. Where would I be without Robert Singleton? That's all I'm going to say on that. Listen, I'll leave it at that. It's a frustrating time at West Ham. I will say that. But as everyone keeps saying to me, James, you've got to keep the faith. Yeah, it will turn around. So, yeah, we will see what happens there. And hopefully it's only a small pull and it ain't nothing major. If he is back for the Switzerland or Portugal game, then really it'll be unreal. Do you know what I'm saying? But I don't think he will be. I think he's out. And we'll see what happens. But anyway, I'll leave it at that. 8 o'clock Thursday night. Be here, and we'll be talking about whether England can get to the World Cup final. Final comments. We are going down. I love the positivity from Ash. Down. And yeah, I don't think we're going down, but we're not heading upwards at the minute. One thing I will say on that. But listen, enjoy your Tuesday night wherever you are on this planet, and look after each other. It's Christmas. It's a time to reflect over a year, and West Ham needs to do some reflecting. I know that, and especially in January, as fast as possible. Anyway, enough from me. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you again in the next one. Peace.
There it is. I've never found a love like this.